Hey guys, so today we are going to be talking about creating a vision statement for your family. Literally by the end of this episode, you could have an entire vision statement written. And this episode, we're probably going to talk for like 10 or 15 minutes. So get some paper, get a pencil, and let's get started. At this point in history, we are currently in January of 2021, and literally the world is on fire. Not like fire, but politically, economically, pandemically. It's a mess out there. It is a complete mess within the world. No matter what side of the politics or COVID, masker, anti-vax, pro-vax, no matter what side you're on, it's a mess out there. So what do we as moms do about it? It sometimes feels like the world just wants us to get involved in the mess and be a part of the problem, honestly. And what I'm here to say to you today is that you don't have to be a part of the problem. You honestly can be part of the amazing solution of raising the next generation. You see, and I talk about this all the time. If you watch me, I mention this all the time, but you, mom, are the pulse of your family. And you are raising the next generation of leaders. And I don't want you to ever take that lightly, because in your home, you hold the key. And if all of us rally together and we go, you know what, we are going to teach our children our morals. I don't honestly care which morals you teach them. I mean, like I do. I have my own set. I'm a God-fearing Christian. But whatever your morals are, you teach them to your children and you lay down the foundation, because most people, I would say almost 95% of moms, are fabulous moms with a great sense of integrity. So you teach that integrity to your children, and they will be the leaders in the next generation. So what are we talking about? How does that apply today? If you create your own vision statement for your family, you will have a reason of why you do what you do. You see, your vision statement can define how you run your home. I actually wrote like a definition. Your vision is how you define the state of your home, how you want it to run, and what you want to be known for. Let me say that again. Your vision statement defines how you want to run your home, the state of your home, how you want it to run, and what you want to be known for. You see, your vision becomes the why you do what you do in your home, the why you have the boundaries you have with your children, the why you choose to play with your children, or why you choose to discipline your children, how you choose to discipline your children, how you bring in your faith into your home. You see, your vision statement becomes that foundational why, so that you know clearly where you're headed with your kids. In my home, I had a vision ever since they were little, of my home being a place of peace and harmony, where we would laugh together, play together, where we would enjoy the moments, that I would enjoy the moments with my kids, that it wouldn't be burdensome to raise them. That was the vision I had for my kids, my family. Now, I didn't choose to ever actually write that down. And as I was writing this, the notes for this episode, I thought, oh my gosh, why haven't I written this down? So by the time I finished my notes, I had a complete vision statement written down, and that will be posted in my home so that I can see it and make sure that I'm following what I'm doing, the reason why I want to do something. Now, does this mean that throughout their childhood, we always met the vision statement we had for our home, for peace, for harmony, for adventure, for enjoying the moments? No, there are many times I have locked myself in my room upstairs and just settled down with a movie by myself, or a cup of ice cream, maybe even for a whole day, and not enjoyed the moments with my kids. That's just reality, right? I mean, that's real. I never want you to think that because I teach these things that our home is perfect. Far be it from it. But because we have a mission statement, a vision for our home, I have always come back to I want peace and harmony. How do I get there? What boundaries do I implement to get there? So today I want you to define your vision statement. It does not have to be difficult. You can literally write it down within the next 10 minutes. I'm going to walk you through 3 things I want you to think about in order to define your own vision for your home. Because I know that moms have this innate sense of how they want their home to feel, what they want it to look like, how they want their kids to turn out. Like we all have it innately given to us, I think, by God to know that we have a purpose with our children. So, ready? Grab your note card, grab your pencil, paper, however you want to write it down, type it out as we talk, whatever. But let's talk through 3 questions you're going to ask yourself. Okay, number 1, what 2 to 3 words would you use to describe the desire you have for your home? Let me say that again because I kind of stumbled on that. What 2 to 3 words would you use to describe the desire you have for your home? In that, I'm talking atmosphere. How do you want it to feel when you walk into the home? How do you want that energy to feel? Because there is an energy in your home, no matter what. There is a positive energy, a negative energy, a fighting energy, a laughter energy. There is an energy going on in your home. So if you could write down 2 to 3 words that you want to describe the atmosphere in your home. For me, I want my home to be a place of peace, a place of joy, a place of quiet, adventure, and laughter. Yeah, I wrote 5. I'm reading exactly what I wrote as I was typing my notes to this. Peace, joy, quiet, adventure, and laughter. Those are things that I value in my home for it to feel like peaceful, joyful. I like quiet time in my home. That's why I teach so much about it, of how to have that in your home. In fact, if you have not joined my Create a Frazzle-Free Home Challenge, please, the link is below because I talk through how to have quiet time in your home, not nap time. Nap time is your basic thing. I'm talking outside of nap time, your kids are up, and you can have 20 to 40 minutes of quiet space in your home for that cortisol levels to drop in your brain so that you're not constantly firing off that frantic vibe in your home. So Create a Frazzle-Free Home Challenge is down here. If you're watching this after the challenge is over, I will be having another one. So go ahead and sign up and I'll put you on the waiting list for the next one. All right, off topic. But so that's the challenge going on. So 2 to 3 words that you want to describe for your home. Again, your words. Don't use mine or start with mine. I don't care. You can totally copy mine. Peace, joy, quiet, adventure, laughter. Second question. What 2 to 3 character qualities would you like to see in your adult children? What 2 to 3 character qualities would you like to see in your adult children? Now, your child may be 2 at this point, but as you raise him or her, what character qualities are you hoping to develop in them? Do you know that most moms don't ever think through that? They just parent because that's their job, right? But you're different. You're totally different. You think through these things. And if you've never thought through it, you're doing it now. What character qualities do you want to see? So for me, I wrote down integrity, hardworking. I want my children to be hard workers, not just average. I want them to be like the best workers at whatever they do. I want them to be godly, following after God. I want them to be skilled. When they leave my home, I think it's important that they know how to do laundry, that they know how to do a budget, that they know how to change the tire on a car and change the oil. I think fix a meal. Those skills are super important to me. And because I've always thought through that, we work through those things. And my children learn these skills. I've got one out right now, learning to fix a door. Why? Because it's important to me. And I want them to be passionate. If you haven't noticed, I'm kind of a passionate person. And so I want my children to have a passion for whatever they are called to do in life. So again, question 2 is, what character qualities do you want to see in your adult children? Just take a minute and write it down. This doesn't have to be perfection right now. Just get it onto paper. Get it started. Number 3, what 2 to 3 areas of life matter most to you? What areas matter most? It could be, for me, it was my faith, health, emotions, and relationships. Faith, health, emotions, and relationships. We spend a lot of time in our home making sure that my boys know how to express their emotions and how they know how to fix a relationship when something goes wrong in it. We spend a lot of time making sure that they're reading the Bible and hearing from God and developing a personal relationship with Him. We make sure that we eat healthy, not all the time. It was my birthday on Monday, and I totally had this earthquake cake. It was so good. It was like powdered sugar, cream cheese, devil's food cake, coconut pecans. Incredible. Yeah, amazing. Okay, so those are the 3 questions. Let's go through them one more time. Number 1, what 2 to 3 words would you use to describe the desire you have for your home? We're talking atmosphere. What's the atmosphere going to feel like? Number 2, what 2 to 3 character qualities do you desire for your adult children? And number 3, what 2 to 3 areas of life matter most to you? So again, those were like faith, health, relationships. It could be job. It could be, I don't know, what else would matter? Physical fitness. What matters most to you? Okay, if you have those things written down, just the words, we're going to now form it into sentences. And this becomes your vision statement for your home. I'm going to read mine because I honestly don't have it memorized, but it will be typed up and posted on my bathroom mirror so that I remind myself on a consistent basis what I'm going after. Here's mine. You ready? I'm going to read it right from here. When I walk into my home, I desire to feel a sense of peace and joy. I want to be surrounded by laughter and adventure as a family. I see my children as integrous, hard workers who know their calling in life and are passionate about following God. As I raise them, my boundaries will be put in place within the mindset of what brings my children closer to their faith, brings them health both physically and emotionally, and what brings us closer in relationship to one another. I basically put all of those attributes into a couple of sentences. Don't try to make this perfection, Mom. This vision statement may change over time. Like I said, I never even wrote mine down for the past 17 years. I knew it in my head. Like I've always known in my head that I'm going after these things, but I never actually physically wrote it down. I encourage you today to take that step that I didn't take because it will put it more in the forefront. This is how you choose your boundaries in your home. Do your boundaries bring peace or joy? Do they bring you closer in relationship? Do they bring you closer to healthy emotions and physical health? Do they bring you closer to God? Is this the hill you want to die on? I often use my vision statement that I said I carried in my head for these years as kind of a measure. That's the word I'm looking for. A measure of, is this a hill I want to die on with my kids? Is this something that I'm willing to go to battle for? And if it's not, if it doesn't bring me closer to peace and joy in the home, or if it's not disrupting that peace and joy, sometimes I go, you know what? It's not a hill I choose to die on. We're just not going to fight that battle in my home. Making their beds. It's not a hill I choose to die on because it brings disharmony. It brings difficulty. It doesn't bring me joy. And it really doesn't upset my joy. Now, I make my bed every single morning because for me, that brings me joy. Oh, it is time for my son to be done writing his discussion board upstairs. When I'm done with this, I'm going to go make sure he did because that's something that we put in our home that is part of the vision. I'm teaching him to be integrous and to be a hard worker. He needed a timer to know when to stop. Okay, anyways, that wasn't intended to go off. This vision will change over the years. You can write it down now and you can change it next week if you need to. It's totally up to you. But the more you write it down, the more likely you are to have it in your head and have it as a focus in your home. Moms, I love you. I want the best for you. I want the best for your family because I believe you are the next. You are raising those next leaders. You hold so much power in your hand over the world and where we go in the world. All right. So again, if you want to join, we talk about this in depth in my Creative Frazzle Free Home Challenge. Please, the link is below. Please sign up for that. Whether you are getting in on this one, which does start January 19th, 2021, or you're getting in on the one that's coming up next. I'm not even sure what the date will be, but if you sign up, I will make sure that you get that updated version of whenever we start the next one. I'll put you on that waiting list. And guys, always like and subscribe to the channel, please, because I want you to share it with people. I want you to make sure you have notification of every video I do. And I also want you to share it with moms because, like I said, I really believe in the power of moms to come together. And we're starting this joyful mom movement. It's going to be a powerful movement in the world because we hold the future in our homes. God bless, guys.